Now I'm going to jump over to Deana. Now Alex gave us a glimpse of your pirate code earlier, Deana, but we probably didn't all have time to read it. But we'd love to hear a little bit of your story and how the bringing a pirate code into it has activated some amazing things.
I think I like to do on Tej's pirate crew, so we need to hook up. I think Tej, brilliant.
Yeah, you're both in the book. By the way, just before you share your story, there's two or three of you have asked, do I need to read both books? Can I go straight to this book, which is written by Alex? The answer is yes. Yeah. But I'll ask the author, do we need to read both books, listen to both of them? Can we go straight to this one?
I'm the least qualified person to answer that question because I'm so deep in all of it. I don't know what makes sense anymore.
Look, I'll give you my answer from a Rebel Book Club point of view. This is full of stories, right? The first book will galvanize you, but it's very principle driven. There's some nice sort of framing of like the world we're in. This is story driven. It's about people like it's Tej and Deana and like a bunch of others. So if stories like are your thing to help make sense of this kind of framework and approach, then go here. All right, and they're both on Audible, as Graham has said, and we can dive into that. Deana, sorry, over to you.
Okay, there's lots of us out there, so yeah, thank you for having me. We're building a crew in Colville, basically. So we're galvanising the community and aiming to take over spaces and places to what we call leveling the playing field. And that's
for Deana, for people, you say you're in Colville. Like we've got friends.
Universe, Colville,
we've got friends joining us from Orlando and Romania and all over the place tonight. Where is the centre of the universe exactly?
It is the centre of the universe in the centre of the UK, between Nottingham and Birmingham. You couldn't get any more centre of the UK, and therefore, yeah, we tell the kids it's centre of the universe. It's about building aspirations. It's about galvanising people to help them believe that actually things are possible. It's possible to take over spaces and take ownership and do stuff that you want to do. And so I really resonated with everything Tej was saying. You know, the schools, they're under loads of pressure and they've got this curriculum that's just completely irrelevant, out of date. And it's about sharing with them, you know, tools to help with your thinking, not with learning irrelevant crap, basically. So that's another part of what we do. Actually, that's my Think FC hat on, where we share thinking tools. I've also got the Colville Can hat on, which is building a pirate crew in Colville of people that will come together to help create a little mini revolution. So it's about working together locally, finding the strengths of people, bringing people together, and looking at spaces that are being run. You know, maybe they're empty or maybe they're not being run effectively. So for instance, there's a leisure centre that's about to close in the centre of Colville. What if that was taken over by local people and lots of different things happened? Loads of people could get involved in terms of training, enterprise, and they could all come together to create something really special that local people want, not that what somebody else has dictated to us. So that's what we're aiming to do in Colville through it's a community benefit society. I only found out what they were. They were a mystery to me. We went to a meeting about co-ops, and there were 16 of us in a room learning about co-ops and worker co-ops and all the types of co-ops. And then at the end, somebody said, "There's this thing called a community benefit society," and we thought, what's that? Never heard of it. It's the ultimate democratic vehicle for transformational change, because it's owned by the people, so every single person in the community can actually own it. It can do things like share offers, so that leisure centre, every single person and every organisation can be part of it and own it, and they will then be responsible for it and manage it. And it is a type of co-op, except the benefits don't go to the people who are the members, it goes to a whole community. So every single bit of profit that comes out of these spaces will go back into the community. So it's like an ethical landlord. Instead of the profits going outside the area to, developer takes over a place, takes the profits somewhere else, the profits are retained locally. So getting this going in Colville, and anywhere else, it takes a long time. There are places around the country that are doing it amazingly, and that's where we get our inspiration from. So actually, lockdown really helped, because a year ago this week, we started on a Zoom call with the CB Mutual Aid Group. And actually, by speaking to them and hearing all their stories, there's places around the UK that are doing it. There's councils in East Ayrshire and Manchester and Bristol that get this and are sharing their buildings and are working together with their communities. So we thought, rather than talk about it and do workshops in it, we just need to do it. So that's what we've done. and we're
That's
just
brilliant, Deana.
doing it.
And you know what's so cool listening to you is that obviously the pirate story shared by Sam and Alex. They essentially were the forebearers or the originators of the idea of the cooperative, and here you are working with using the latest version of that legal structure to accelerate your pirate mission. By the way, someone on here called Sadie Sweetland. I hope that's your real name, Sadie, because that's an amazing name. She says, I'm actually from Colville. And I'm assuming
Sadie, you need to get in touch.
Two people from Colville that don't know each other. I'm assuming this is Colville for, center of England, and not Colville in like somewhere in deep South Texas. But
well, there is a Colville in the US. So it would be great to hook up with them too and see what they're doing over there.
There we go. That would be a match. Deana, it's lovely to connect with you. I would ask Tej and Deana, both of you, in the chat to drop your links in, because people are all being clued up with what you're doing, so that they can connect with you either personally or through your sites. So make sure you do that so people can capture that now. And obviously we'll put it on the blog and everything with a review of tonight. But thanks for joining us. If you're happy to wave and jump off now, we've got one more guest we want to introduce to everyone tonight, who's got a story to tell. Lovely to see you, Tej. Thank you for your work. Deana, thank you so much. See you later.